Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the finest Dawn of War Soulstorm casts this side of East Yorkshire. And today we've got a 3 versus 3 on Tristram Plains. Playing on the northern side as the Eldar, we've got Hyfrax, we've got Eldar, Del, Chino playing as the Necrons, and we've got Schweeps playing as the Space Marines. And on the southern side, playing as the Necrons, we've got GTS, we have got Krusty playing as the Sisters of Battle, and we have got Jaden also playing as the Necrons. This is quite an exciting game, considering that this game was sent in by this Eldar player over here. It's apparently his first ever PvP game, so very exciting stuff. Nice to see that new people are trying out the PvPs and giving it a go on the online stuff. So yeah, a lot of Necrons in this game, so it might be a little bit of a slower start than normal. But that's okay, because on a map like this, I mean, it's just a gorgeous, very aesthetically pleasing kind of map. We've got one side full of chaosy, demony, statuey things with spiky bits and plenty of relics in the middle for everyone to play with. Critical locations as well. And then on this side, it's all, well, it was, I assume, previously Emperor and Imperial kind of stuff, but no, it's just been tainted. Got the old spaghetti hand of chaos, raising high in a very 1939 kind of style for some of them at the very least, but that's okay, you know. In the grim darkness of the far future, there is only references to mid-20th century European politics. But we've got Dark Reapers coming out, no one pushing out too far too quick, as this is quite a long map and there are lots of strategic points to take hold of, so that is something. But yeah, double Necrons on this side. Will take them a little while to expand out, but then again, in the later stages of the game, especially with their ability to throw down loads of flayed ones potentially, that might be useful for them. If they manage to get 2 relics as well, double Necron monoliths coming forward should help them reinforce themselves on the go. I'm seeing the Seraphims for Krusty, and I imagine the relic is probably the first thing that they're going to try and take hold of. Normally see Seraphims go all the way in and start bashing things around, but I imagine on a map this long, you'll probably want them to get some early caps and stuff in. Or maybe not. Who knows? What are you going to do, Krusty? You're going to stand there. Ah, I see. Stratagem that no one could predict. There we go. Keeping on, keeping on. There we go. Right, okay. Fair enough. Well done. Bearing in mind that this is, obviously with it being Hyfax's first ever PvP game, I imagine that the elo for most people here isn't exactly incredibly high, but that is fine. Good lord, we've seen 2 scouts being maximally reinforced with squad members. We've got the Force Commander coming forward. Yeah, the Bill Scubs aren't going to be getting any kind of capping done, as the banner of the White Scars is raised on high. Big old swish. And yeah, the Bill Scars will be taken out pretty quickly. Seraphims will catch these Necron Warriors and the Guardians out in the open. But they won't be winning this engagement on their own. Do we have 2 Seraphim squads? Oh, we've got 1 Seraphim squad still capturing the relic. This one just chilling out. Actually, this 1 Seraphim squad kind of almost inspiring the Necrons to come up on the hill, but thankfully their attention span isn't that much, so they'll be fine. A 3rd squad of Scout Marines with 4 models in there. Quite an intense opening, quite an intense scout opening, although quite cheap though, so should allow Schweeps to get that early tier 2 without committing too much blue money to reinforcing his tier 1, I think, he says. Yeah, I mean, you've got tier 2 money. Go there if you want to, young man. Early phase shift for the Necron Lord. Just distracting these guys, running backwards towards the Necron Warriors. Do have a advanced, oh, was about to see an advanced turret emplacement there for the Necrons from GTS, but they've got plenty in their number. 1 Warlock in the middle of these Guardians, soon to be killed. Best run away as best they can. So it does look like we've got this mirror kind of situation where Northern team have got this side on lockdown, Southern team have got this kind of side of things on lockdown. Just so many scouts, man. So many scouts. The Necrons are thinking, where are the Space Marines? Before you guys had big beefy armor instead of just shirts. Do you wear shirts? Hold on. I know they've got shoulders, but... Oh, they've got armor. It's like scout armor, I assume. Probably like a Mark 1, 2, or 3. I don't know. I can never remember the numerical value given to Space Marine armor. It's all in Latin anyway. But yeah, Necrons are here. They've kind of just walked in. Surfers have kind of just given them it. That's fine. Plenty of Necrons there. With only one squad of Dark Reapers, that's going to be a problem for them. Wouldn't normally see Warlocks being placed on Guardians unless you've got a thinking that you'll see some infiltrated troops on the way, but the Necrons... Oh god, do they have any infiltrated troops? No, they don't. The only time you get infiltration with them is when you get the Veil of Darkness upgrade for your Necron Lord. That's one of his artifacts. You don't normally see it because you can only really get 3 artifacts for him. Usually that's a tier 3 upgrade, and by then you probably get much more value out of getting one of the Holy Trinity of the Phase Shifter, the Lightning Field, the Solar Pulse, and the Phylactery. It's very rare that you ever see them go anything else.
On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby.
Necrons over here, they've got their disruption fields on the go, which should massively help them against these scouts and the incoming Space Marines. Necrons over here going to give it a bit of a push. The fully upgraded Guardian squad, or reinforced should I say. Whenever I say upgrade, I mean reinforced. I can just never remember to say reinforced. Very limited vocabulary. Guardians are shot to death. Scouts, though, the hero scouts will come in for support, but they will give up this relic over here. Not yet finishing the heavy bolter. Don't know why they built it up that much and then left it. Maybe they saw all this going on and thought, no, thank you. Don't want to be flanked off on this side, so they came back to defend this area. Force Commander versus Necron. Force Commander will win all day long, but he is already quite low on health. Bashed either side. Space Marine's falling back to regain the morale. Over on this side, we are seeing the Necrons of La Del China pushing forwards onto the Sisters. Surfins aren't exactly doing much to them. Necron Lord will teleport in the middle here as well and cause all sorts of shenanigans, I imagine. Are you going for any flayed ones? No, you are not, but that would be an ideal time to summon them. Oh, no, never mind. You have already gone for flayed ones. Right, fair enough. Quite a strong strategy for Necrons on big maps like this. If you've got an opponent and they've brought all their military round over on this side or far away from their base, and you just sneak a Necron Lord in and just summon a million flayed ones, that is usually quite a deadly thing to do. By the time they get back home, you've probably killed a fair few plasma generators. We've already seen one plasma generator go down. Round tier 2 for the Sisters. Not sure if the Seraphims have already used their Angelic Visage. Ah, there we go, popping it right there and then. Should help them cut through the Necron Warriors. Might need to move your Celestians a little bit close to them so they can benefit from the Angelic Visage. That's a lot of Necrons. Might want to see some friends come over. And there we go, got some friends on the way back. I assume he teleported back home for them. Jaden
I command in the name of the Emperor.
Pushing into the middle. Flayed ones and warriors alike. Some Rangers, a couple of Dark Reapers. Are you in tier 2 at the moment? Yes, you are. Also going to go for a support portal as well. And when you're up against the massive infantry, damn these Cornite wings, can't see anything. Yeah, when you're up against a lot of infantry, swapping up to vehicles, it's never a bad shout, especially when they don't have any anti-vehicle stuff going on for themselves. It's a forward-placed webway gate, getting punished.
Yes, my lord.
And Space Marines with combination heavy bolters, missile launchers, flamers as well. Are you in tier 2, young man? You are in tier 2. This situation, plasma guns, that's what you want for them. Well, I suppose maybe the flamer as well, just to break the morale so they stop rebuilding themselves. It's not a terrible idea, but generally you want as many plasma guns as you can. As the Necron Warriors, I do believe that all their infantry is heavy infantry. And you don't really see them go for too many vehicles until they absolutely need to. But there we go, sending them back over here. Where did you teleport back to? Teleport to somewhere. Oh, it's teleported over here. Right, okay. So can remain in an aggressive stance and posture. Falcon Grav Tank sorting out these build scarabs. Necron Warriors from Jaden have been teleported back here, I imagine. Necron Lord looking less than healthy, but
Scouts in position.
he's fine taking on a couple of scouts that have been left over here. Got a significant amount of ghost turrets from GTX. No one's going to be breaking through there anytime soon. Not without some serious missile launcher action. I've seen the melter bombs from Schweppes. If I'm pronouncing that correct. I want to call it Schweppes. Like the lemonade, but I imagine he's probably not making a reference to a brand of lemonade. Or maybe he is. Who knows? One life gives you lemons, you eat your damn lemons. That's what I've been told. Third one's being shot by the time they get into close combat. Oh, no, never mind. John Cena being placed down, preventing those guys from firing away. We'll have to reposition themselves. Ideally, you'd probably want your Dark Reapers close to that Falcon Grav tank so you could pop them in, jump your Falcon Grav tank away, and then disband these people outside. That's how you kind of counteract that lightning, plumbing, solar, pulsey thingy-me-doodad. Some sniper rifles, actually. Schweppes here. Let's have a look at the economies really quick while things are relatively calm and cheap. 131 and 42, 60% and 134, and 114 and 47, compared to 75% and 120, 102 and 36, and 45% and 120. So Necrons, for all sides here, doing quite a good job on the economy. And, well, everyone's got a fairly decent economy at the moment. No one's really committed too much. And on this kind of map, I mean, yeah, okay, you kind of are able to defend these choke points here, here, and here on both sides of the map. But generally, until someone gets on your side, there's not much economic harassment you can do. Everyone's just building up their fighting forces. Quite calm at the moment. Seeing the warp spiders from Hyfax, which will be quite useful against these blobs of Necron warriors. They have gone for their double disruption fields now. So the range game for them. In fact, yeah, even Jaden's Necrons are double disruption fielded. If that is the term that we use. Well, the Rangers breaking the morale quite quickly. Gotta keep your distance from them there. Surprised that we're not seeing these guys. Oh, I was about to say, surprised that they haven't been infiltrated yet, but there we go. He must have heard me in the future. These warriors going to be quickly torn apart, but killing that Falcon Grav tank. Another solar pulse been thrown down there. Teleported back home. And while that distraction has been going on, Serphins are manoeuvring forward, seeing a laying of hands on these fully healed sisters. Well, maybe it was the missionary who wanted to heal himself there. One Dark Reaper squad is not going to save these guys from the push that is to come. Webwork get soon to be killed, but seeing a D-cannon, amazing AoE damage, although Serphin's narrowly avoiding it. Going to allow those Necron warriors to tank the majority of the damage. That's a lot of Eldar, that's a lot of Necrons. Got a Resurrection Orb, which a bit early, I must say, GTX. Normally wait for all your boys to die first before you try and resurrect them. We are seeing a couple of lads getting back up on their feet there. Bit quick on the draw, I would say. Necron teleporting around the backside, absorbing all the damage here, allowing these guys to reposition. Reposition into what? Into a falling back kind of scenario. Morale been broken on some of the warp spiders. Has the Necron Lord gone down? No, he teleported away, I think. I mean, he must have done. Can't see his corpse. Yeah, a bit of unusual assault going on there. A couple of botched abilities. But the assault's continuing over here. Did not expect this. Jaden bringing forth the Tomb Spider. Going to keep him away from this Force Commander who's really keen to bonk it on the backside. There we go, the Build Scouts will come in for repairs. And once the Necrons get their double disruption fields, they are a bit of a menace. The increased health makes them a nuisance to get squad wipes on. Flayed One's also been summoned in. And with every second that goes by, they could just summon in more. But that being said, Necrons of La Del China Doing the same over and over again. If it ain't broken, don't fix it. Sure, yeah, you can hold the centre, but can you hold your own base? That's the question. I've seen a manufactorum, but nothing much really coming out of it, unless, of course, you've already built stuff. I don't think you have. Have you got money to buy things? Mr. Sister, you do. You do have stuff to buy things with. Lightning fighters would be ideal in this situation. Considering the massive flayed ones, just leave them in the air. Flayed ones can't do nought against it. You are getting a Confessor though, which is quite good for the AoE damage. Rebuilding those plasma generators. It's a constant stream. Also got the Dark Reapers coming down from Hyfax. My goodness, my gracious. They're managing to whittle down the numbers. GTX been summoned backwards as well, so that assault's been cancelled. Oh no, that was Jaden assaulting this place. Did all... Oh, right, all your dudes just died. Fair enough, I think. Maybe resummon some of them. Got Restore Monolith. Because these guys at the moment do have the lion's share of the relics. So yeah, double monoliths. Will be very slow to maneuver, very easy to catch out of position on this kind of map. Professor bringing down the big boom. Not quite getting too many of them. There aren't many of them left. And there we go. The monolith is here. Squishy Eldar infantry being blasted apart. And Sister's holding on. Gonna go for some more Celestians now. Yeah, it's quite an intimidating force. Quite slow moving. But if they're able to organise themselves and attack on one big mass, down preferably down this side so they can conquer one more relic. At the moment, Ladelchina, he's got the relic, so he should be able to convert his monolith into a fully restored one. Going to go for some Tomb Spiders. Space Marines could be pushing down here if they really wanted to. But probably just amassing their numbers. After all, the Necrons of Delchina and the Eldar of Hyfax have lost a fair few of their fighting forces here. Also, China losing his Necron Lord. So they are poised for being vulnerable against a counter-attack here. But luckily for the Northern team, the counter-attack is quite slow moving. Considering it is Necron. Storm Monolith not even moving. That's how slow he is. Looks like he's just standing still. And, there we go. That's the tactic here. Just build 1 million Gauss turrets. Gina asking Shveeps what he's up to. And it looks like he's just massing his boys. He's gone for the Dreadnoughts. Gone for the Predators. And he's got that orbital relay as well. So he might be able to... I mean, what would the plan might be to stick a bunch of boys inside the orbital relay and then deep strike them behind these guys. That would be cool to see. Got the opportunity for it. Necron Lord just jumps in, throws down a Cena beam. Nightwing from Hyfax. Don't normally see him, but they're anti-infantry. They're quite swift and nimble. Oh, he's teasing us. Go on, get in. Well, the Mandu against Celestians probably not the most ideal target to use for him. Oh no, poor Nightwing fighter. It's like, oh my goodness, we're getting to be using the game for once. Nope, not for today. I've seen Jaden bring forth the essence of the Deceiver. Now taking control of the Dark Reapers, Rangers, and Warp Spiders for a short while. Also faking a Restore Monolith in here. Wonderful play by Jaden. One Tomb Spider. Looks like he's shimming and shaking towards these guys. And here come these... Well, Space Marines are bringing forth one Predator, although these guys could move as well if they really wanted to. I mean, they're even getting in the way of the Predator. There we go. It was 3v1, kind of quasi 3v2 for a bit. The Space Marines... Well, I mean, the Space Marines are always lit to the action, aren't they? We've got to wait for an Imperial World or two to get destroyed before the Space Marines finally get round to being asked to come over. And it's just all kind of things kicking off. I'm going to have a quick drink as I've been casting for quite some time. Just enjoy the view for the moment. There we go, all sorts of shenanigans are happening. Do apologise, I've been casting for quite some time. I'm on holiday at the moment, I'm trying to get all the games done. So I can have some days of actually like resting and stuff, doing any YouTube stuff. Anyway, we've got all stuff going on. Necron Warriors on the front lines. Terminators coming in with their mighty hammers. A Essence of the Nightbringer from GTS. No need for 2 Deceivers. And this guy could just tank all the damage. But he's technically immortal. He does a lot of damage as well. Sheer amount of Necron Warriors just rolling forward, but not much in the way of anti-vehicle form, to be honest. The Predators are having a field day here. Del Chino as well, getting some shots in the middle. Oh, we're doing some Immortals in the middle. That's only one squad of Immortals. Celestians aren't really able to get too far forward for some reason. What's preventing you? Is that the Assault Terminator Veterans? That might be it. Got the Fire Dragons trying to bring down that Essence of the Night Deceiver. Or Night Deceiver. Oh, that's a combination that bears thinking about. There we go. He's gone Betty Buys. And over here. No, I see. Delchina is brought down. I assume you are a fake monolith. Yes, you are a fake monolith, which allows people to see what's going on in here. So, good lord. Krusty not getting a moment's worth of respite. Do you have the people here that they could defend this place with if they really wanted to, there? Got lots of fire dragons that could be focusing on the restored monolith. Spider's engaging the Necron Lord in close combat by the looks of things. There's too much dust being thrown about. The Lord Destroyers might potentially be sneakily stealing these Predators. Briars. Oh no, never mind. It was the Lord Destroyer. Phase sticking these guys together. So won't take any damage. They won't move neither. Works on friend or foe, I think. And just a million monoliths. Which ones of you are real and fake? That's my question. You're real. You're real. Oh, it's all real. It's real as hedgehogs, as they say. Down here, the flayed ones are being bothered by the Celestians. Got a lightning. There we go. The lightning fighters are here. Exist as well, which will really help them against the... I mean, what on earth is going on here? It's just bodies absolutely everywhere. Chaos and madness, a little bit of sadness. Lord Destroyer caught between a rock and a Necro Monolith. These guys have managed to fend off the Lord Destroyers on this side. Got regular old Destroyers for them to take care of. Two Spider doing some recycling and street cleaning. And the infantry have just been massacred. Blade one's been brought in the middle. Will be quickly brought down. Need these fire dragons to come forward and focus on these storm monoliths, but look at that. The Necrons coming back from the dead from GTS. Bit of a pain that they only come back with half health, so they get killed pretty quickly. It's a lot less intimidating, especially when we've got all this AoE stuff going on. I think that if the game had it so that they were restored to full health, that would probably make the Resurrection Orb a lot more of a favourable pick. Just for that reason, you don't really see it. Oh, the HQ's been killed. Soon to see the Manufactoron being killed as well. But thankfully, they've got the numbers now to rebuild their Ecclesiarchal Chapel. Quite a strong push from the southern team. Still going, actually, to be honest. But this restored monolith being cracked open. Finally, though, this Lord Destroyer can now be free. Get out of there if he really wants to. Fire Dragons focus firing on this Restore Monolith, but once it's been cracked open, can't really do any damage to it. Oh, Grav Tank jumping around the backside, but being killed by double Immortals. And yeah, GTX's Monolith seems to go the way of the dinosaur as well. That's another fake one from Jaden there. Throwing a fistful of nonsense at people. It's minimum amount of damage, but it is, when you fire at a squad, it does do a AoE kind of style of damage. But the DPS is not where the Deceiver is desired the most, is it? Got one of the El Chinos, Necron Lords, kneeling down there at the moment. And yeah, it's, oh, he's getting a taste of his own medicine. Take that, young man, how'd you like that? And at the moment, with all his forces either dead or somewhere else, also Storm Monolith a million miles away. There we go, how'd you like that, Sunshine? And he's going to quickly lose his plasma generators. Although focusing on the Forbidden Archive, probably not what you want to do. After all, by this stage of the game, all the artifacts have been bought. Got the Exist, which will do amazing stuff against the infantry of the Northern team. Just look at the sheer amount of bodies on the field at the moment. Very impressive stuff. These Fire Prisms attempting to sort out these Blade ones. We'll do it eventually, but taking so long. Just look at how many there are. Summoning even more. Oh no, these are some of Jaden's now. I imagine you are a fake. Oh yeah, you'll be a fake one, obviously. Can't fool me. I know the score. Yeah, if you were focusing on the summoning cores and the great summoning cores and stuff, that'd be a lot more of a useful time of it. We've got the Veil of Shadows. This is interesting. Don't normally see a Resurrection Orb and a Veil of Shadows on a Necron Lord.
Until taken hold victory.
There we go. We're seeing it live here first. Well, live for me, not for you. Well, it's not live, is it? It's not live for any of us. I mean, I suppose if you're watching on the premiere, it is kind of quasi-live. Yeah, just Adele Chino being kitten fisted by some flayed ones. Not the kind of situation we want to be in. Space Marines. Not very many decisive players from Schweeps, to be fair. Could have came down and killed these relics while all the fighting was going on, or at least send one squad over, decap those relics, and maybe get a Land Raider online for yourself. Just march the flayed ones, man. March the flayed ones, indeed. Who's that summoning court? Now, are you rebuilding stuff somewhere else? You are... I mean, you've still got your Restore Monolith here, so long as you keep this alive, nothing's really going to get you down. Also, you've built another Necron Monolith over here. Fair enough. Still don't really want to lose your tech buildings, though. A lot of money being thrown down over here. One squad of Warp Spiders looking for that critical location. Sister's now back in the swing of things. And yeah, there's going to come over only one Warp Spider squad. Still doggedly trying to capture that critical location. We've got even more. Good lord, just where are these guys coming from? Are you just constantly building them? Is that what your plan is? Oh, I see. Right, you've just got secondary monoliths. But loads of monoliths. Not sure why you've got this many. Is it just to build more and more plasma generators? Might be the play. El Chino bringing out those heavy destroyers. I'm not sure why. There's not many vehicles for them to kill. The main issue is just the sea of flesh that keeps on spawning from the ground. The whirlwind in for AoE damage against infantry. Not a bad shout. When the sisters come over, I mean, if the sisters ever manage to get over, to be fair, the Exist will pay dividends for them. It's just a case of getting these ladies over. But they seem to be quite content holding the centre. I mean, what is your plan? I suppose you do have... Oh, right, he's got blooming invasion anxiety, considering it keeps on getting invaded by the blooming Necrons over and over again. And they're just making a slow walk over. That must be so frustrating from the perspective of the Battle Sisters. Krusty barely being given a moment's respite. And he's got some models here. And to be fair, a massive Celestians is the ideal counter against a monolith. Not sure why we've got the Tomb Spider just closely following from behind. Maybe the monolith has got a booty that you just can't take your eyes off of. Yeah, I just love how it's just slowly walking in like, yeah, I own this place. This is my house now. Got Jaden bringing forth a Tomb Spider, which is seemingly just staring at these guys menacingly. What are you guys doing? Storm Monolith now taking a little bit of damage as the Celestians get their upgrades online. No more Build Scouts near him to repair him. Blade was trying to distract these girls. But over here, no one really on the northern side pushing too far forward in the middle bits. It's all essentially just been Delchina
6 minutes until
doing the bulk of
victory.
the harassment. Got a real monolith from GTS here. Delchina soon to lose his, unless he gets any kind of repairing done. That's a shame it takes so long to get down over here. Right, he then has to go all the way back home to do the journey all over again. Shrep says he's going to attack, but in 1 second. Maybe he just needs a bit more time setting up. Maybe. IFAC's coming forward there. And the centre will be his if nothing else is done. After all, they've got to sort out their own Flayed One infestation now. And yeah, is this just pure... Oh no, we've got some southern Necrons and some northern Necrons.
5 minutes.
That's just a lot of boys. Double Necron monoliths there. Their AoE. It's nothing to be sniffed at. It's not high damage. Not high damage in the slightest, but keeps the Flayed Ones on their backsides, preventing them from slicing down on anyone. You have a... Oh, no, wait a minute. You're a fake one, I do believe. He says, hold on. Looking on the other side. Are you a fake monolith? You are a fake monolith. God, this is so bloody confusing. Here come the Space Marines. There we go. Like I said, they're late as ever, but once they get round to actually turning up, that's it. You're done for. And they're having so much trouble taking care of all this stuff. They're now going to deal with this, but to be fair, they're dealing with only one army at a time. The Eldar can come in and also get a good push in. We've got to deal with this Restore Monolith there. Now, at this stage of the game, it's not so much about killing your opponent's economy. It's about destroying their production. Because I imagine everyone's got a million economy. Have we? Yeah, pretty much everyone. The exception of Delchina. Everyone's got quite a substantial amount of money to spend. Everyone's in GTS's base. But I can't really see most of the buildings due to the infiltration. That's pretty good. Space Marines being inspired by the Force Commander to greater feats of heroism. It's got more Flayed Ones. An orbital bombardment right smack bang in the middle of those sisters. Oh no, there was, until they got knocked over. There we go, give it another go. Get it done, there we are. I mean, you've moved your Terminators in that range as well. Have you? Or was that cancelled again? We saw one boom. Oh, fair enough, well, there we go, that's that. I was expecting a immense array of fire going on, but Apparently not.
Nothing is hidden from my sight.
The Sea of Red continues. The Red Sea, if you will.
My direction is no longer clear.
Now, if the Necrons are just a smidgen of vision, the Eldar would be knackered. Need to move these guys somewhere. IFAX. You need to get some things on the go. Space Marines have been totally wiped out. And it's just a case of, I think the Northern team, what they're struggling with at the moment is being able to get both, well, all three of them to attack the same point at the same time, or at least have the same levels of aggression going on. When the Necrons were attacking, Space Marines and Eldar were chilling out. When the Space Marines and Eldar were chilling out, the Necrons were dead. The Necrons are here. Sorry, not the Necrons. Kane is here. Oh, I see. He's defending the relic in the middle. Right, that's what he's doing. He's defending that so he can get his relic unit online. Fair enough. Delchino's monolith over here being kicked around. Seeing some aggression from these guys. These high stakes games. Oh. And it's just consistent, man. It's just never ending, isn't it?
5 minutes.
Every time you think the flayed ones are dead, it just keeps summoning more. And yeah, I mean, every time one's just, there's even more. Even more here. They're going to reinforce them, stick it back in the monolith and just throw them out again. So what's the counter to this? I imagine it'd just be a case of leave a bunch of heavy infantry stuff inside your base. And then maybe send what, like Predators forward? Something fast and swift. I mean, if the Eldar were managing, like, if the Eldar managed to be able to sneak a webway gate over on this side, they could sneak a lot of their forces over quite quickly. Celestians are beefy ladies. Gonna die anytime soon. We've got the Warlocks. I see a council at the front. Not really numerous enough to tie everyone up.
4 minutes until
Actually, the Celestians are slow but surely being whittled down. Not enough warp spider nonsense there. Blade ones have been taken care of down here, more or less, for now.
Our minds are clear again.
Do have a, I assume, a fake monolith from Jaden. Inside the Space Marine base. Space Marines, where are you?
We are shut.
You have one Dreadnought. That's good. Alright, you're over here. Go defend your own base. You can do it, Space Marine man. Look, to be fair, you're not really going to do much damage against a Essence of the Deceiver, are you? So maybe that's the idea behind it.
The burden of leadership lies with us.
The Eldar shimming and shaking forward. Gotta be careful of that Exodus, wherever it is. Oh, it's here. It's here.
Damage.
Right here. You've got maximum units there.
Waiting here is but a phase of our existence.
Could get your Warp Spiders around the side. Teleport in
3 minutes
while your
until
Dark
taking
Reapers
full victory.
hold the front. But in saying that, we've got the Predators all upgraded with Twin Link Las Cannons. They won't be doing much damage against these flayed ones. Focusing down that Restore Monolith. Well, fake one anyway. And it's just same old story. Same old story. Got triple Wraith Lords. The Fire Dragons. Not sure why the Fire Dragon's been left in the base.
Nothing is hidden from
Farseer for the Eldritch Storm, I imagine. If that has been researched. Seeing the aggression still continuing in the centre. Avatar of Cain now coming over. And something needs to give. This is a constant, never-ending situation. I mean, you've killed all these guys, but by the time you've actually killed them all,
2 minutes until
they'll have been
taking full
rebuilt
victory.
over here, I imagine. I assume so anyway. For the first time in a while, we've had a little bit of a reprieve. A little bit of a silence.
Quickly, take this.
We're all trying to get back home. Got the Fire Prism on the front lines, firing away at the Build Scouts, taking out the entire squad. If there was ever a time to push, now is the time to push, boys. Here they come. Celestians. Looking like they're almost charging into close combat here. They don't have terrible close combat stats. Oh no, they're trying to focus down the fire prism. Fair enough. Hawkspy's teleporting into a missile barrage there. I want to teleport them around the flanks so they can get a bit of breathing room. Got a critical location countdown for Team 1, so Team 2 actually need to get out some. Spending a lot of money on their flayed ones. Could probably do with a couple of wraiths to sneak round phase shift and decap.
Waiting here is but a phase.
Did not expect. Didn't even notice the countdown, to be honest. To be fair, you can build as many units as you want, but maybe they've done themselves in by building too many flayed ones and now unable to build a wraith. I might be in fact, actually, do you guys only spare squad cap? You do, and you don't, so requiring one player to build another one, but 10 seconds going. That's, believe it or not, boys and girls, it's going to be a critical location victory countdown. That's did not anticipate that, but
Take and hold victory.
there we go.
Achieved.
Or take and hold victory, should I say? But yeah, what an odd game. You know, I mean, there was lots of back and forth in the sense that it was just basically just nuking people's bases with flayed ones. Space Marines kind of not really committing too much. I mean, they committed down here and lost their army, and then spent the rest of the game kind of reinforcing themselves. But you know what? I like it. I like it. I don't mind these games. There's plenty of unusual stuff going on these lower elo kind of games. So you know, people watching get to learn and stuff, and it's all good fun. If you do want to send in your own games, the only thing I ask is 20-minute plus and a few back and forth bits and bobs. That's really the only criteria I have for games coming in. But thank you so much, iFax, for sending in that game. If you want to send in the game, there is a Discord where Discord things happen. And there's also Patreon, where if you want to support the channel, £1 a month gets you one extra game a week. As for Mr. Landshark, pleasure as always, never chore. I'll see you in a bit. Peace.